Saddle up, partners. It's time for Dave's Domain.
Hello everyone and welcome to Dave's Domain. My name is Dave and God bless America. So today we're taking a look at the gunsmith job in the Dakota Riverbend RP server on Red M. Now we're taking a look at the gunsmith job today, but with Halloween coming up, I'm going to try to do some more scary games. There's actually a zombie server for Red Dead Redemption. There's not a lot of people in it, but I might check that out, and I'm going to do some other games too. But today we're doing gunsmith, and this is one of the more complicated jobs in Dakota Riverbend because you need a lot of help. You need connections. You need people who know people. By the way, this is my new market, Dread's Custom Guns, right here between Emerald Ranch and Valentine. But right now we're going to head to Rhodes to my house so we can check out some gunsmith stuff. Now, naturally, if you want to become a gunsmith, you need to go to the government building and talk to the lady or guy at Saint Denis or Blackwater or Armadillo. It's going to cost you money, so be prepared. $50 for every book you have. I am at 90, so it costs me a lot of money to switch my job at the moment. I've been a gunsmith for a few weeks. I was a miner the week before that, and I was just saving up stuff like iron ore and copper and silver and stuff like that. But you need a lot more than mining materials to get this gunsmith stuff done. Also, in order to build anything or customize anything as a gunsmith, you need to go to Gus. Go to the Gus Outfitters and buy yourself a gunsmith vise. I think it was $1,250. It's not super cheap for nothing, but $1,250 from any Gus. I believe there's 7 of them across the map, something like that. Okay, so I stopped here at Gus Outfitters, and the gunsmith vise, you want to go under special. And yeah, right here. Now, if you don't have the money or you don't want to spend the money to get the gun vise, you don't need to. If you go to any gunsmith store, they have a gunsmith vise in there, usually somewhere. Everyone I've been to has had it. I haven't checked the one in Tumbleweed, but every other one, Rhodes, Saint Denis, Valentine, they all have gun vises. I'm here at the gun shop in Saint Denis. If you go all the way back here, right here on the table, that's a gun vise. There's actually 2 here that you can use. That's got a gun right in it. This one doesn't show up anything for me, but yeah, right there. All right, we're at my house in Rhodes. I've got my gunsmith vise back here. If you own a shared housing, you can stick this in your shared housing wherever you want. There it is right there. You've got 2 different things here you can do. You can build or customize. We're going to start with the build part. So you've got ammo, archery, revolvers, pistols, repeaters, rifles, shotguns, and parts. If we start at the ammo, there are a few different things you need. You need high pressure gunpowder, you need alloy metal, you need copper for some stuff, you need gunpowder, scrap metal. Now obviously if you don't have copper, you're going to need to get that from a miner. If you don't have alloy metal or scrap metal, you need to get that from a blacksmith. Gunpowder, who makes that? I'm not sure. That might be blacksmith as well, I believe. But with the high pressure gunpowder, in order to make that, if you go to parts, down here, high pressure gunpowder, you need gunpowder, nitroglycerin base, and phosphorus compound. The nitroglycerin and phosphorus you can only get from Jose, I believe, who gives you jobs over in New Austin. He's the only guy I haven't done yet. I've got Jimmy done, I've got Tommy done, I've got Harry. Is it Harry over in Strawberry? I've got all those guys done. I haven't done Jose yet. I don't know his locations yet. I've heard maybe a couple spots, but I need to find out for sure. As far as I know, that's the only place you can buy them, unless somebody is selling them at their private market. So after the ammo, you have archery. For archery, you need, like just for arrows, you need wood logs, flint, and flight feathers. You can get the flight feathers on your own. If you want the flint, you got to go to a miner. If you want the wood logs, you got to go to a logger. For the improved bow, you need hardwood logs, another thing for the logger. String, I don't know who can make that. I don't remember. I think string is made out of maybe wool and something else. I'm not sure. I have like 100 or so saved up from just the stuff my bird brings me. Scavenger birds will bring you some string once in a while. And then the legendary buck antlers, you're going to have to either hunt those or find a trapper to get those from, or buy them from a private market. Regular bow, wood logs, string, small game arrows, wood logs, fox tooth, egret feathers, and that's it. And then you got all the guns. Now for the guns, you need three things. You need barrels, you need stocks, and you need receivers for each different gun. The barrels, you're going to have to get from a blacksmith. They make them out of iron and maybe something else. I'm not sure. Maybe metal parts. I don't know. I've never been a blacksmith. The receiver parts you can make yourself. If you go over here, parts, you can make all the different parts for the different guns. But that's going to cost you. You need scrap metal, you need alloy, you need metal parts. And all that stuff you get from a blacksmith. With the barrels, you can have different kinds, of course. You can have revolver barrels, pistol barrels, repeater barrels, and rifle barrels. Oh, also shotgun barrels. So 5 different barrels. The stocks, there's only 2 different stocks. You got long arm stocks and short arm stocks. Those you need to get from a logger. They can make those. We're going to make up a couple guns today so I can show you the customizing part. We'll do a shotgun, and then I think I'll do a let me do a revolver, maybe a navy or a Lamat. Let's do a Lamat. I haven't made a Lamat, but we don't have any receiver parts, revolver receiver parts for a Lamat, and that would be, so you need 1 barrel, 3 receiver, 1 short arm stock. They vary from gun to gun. Like this Mexican Gambler, you need 8 receiver parts for that. Only 1 for the Cattleman if you want to make some cheap guns. Actually, you know what? We should make a Cattleman because I don't have any of that in my market as well. And that would be a nice cheap gun for a newcomer to buy. But let's make some more revolver receiver parts. So receiver, scrap metal, and metal parts. I need 2 scrap metal and 1 metal part for this. I have that on me. Just make up, let's make up 6. Okay, so I got those made. So we'll make up 1 Cattleman revolver. Just got to create that. It's pretty quick. It's just 1. And we'll make up 1 Lamat. Now these 2 guns I'm just going to put in the shop just as is and sell them cheap for, you know, the people that are fairly new to the county. I got to go eat something, and it seems like every time I use that blacksmith vise, my mini map and stats disappear. If that happens to you, if you need to get it back up, you just hit T/HUD HUD, and then that will get it back up. Okay, then I see we make up a shotgun. I haven't made a pump action shotgun, so let's do, oh, I can make 10 pump action shotguns. I must have a lot of receiver parts for that. Oh, I haven't made a sawed off either. No, we're gonna do a sawed off. Let's make a sawed off shotgun. Okay, got that. Now let's go to customize. You know, I got a bunch of stuff on me. I got a bunch of hunting knives. I had a guy from the Redcoats that had me customize a bunch of guns for him. He gave me a horse full of guns, and I did those for him. He only had specifics for a couple of guns, and then he let me go nuts with the rest of them, and that was fun. But he wants some knives, and I had some trouble with the knives because you need hardwood logs for the grips. I had all the other stuff, but I've made a couple. Oh, shoot. I have a brand new controller, and it still does this sometimes. So this one I did customize, kind of, but it doesn't look right. I tell you what, I can't get a ivory handle on the knives. I don't understand why. This shotgun I did myself. This is a repeating shotgun. So if we got a sawed-off shotgun, you can turn it like this, and you can turn it like this, so you can get a good look at what you're doing. For components, you want to do barrel rifling. That is going to be 1 steel plating. That's another thing you get from the miner. Then we're going to go down, or we're going to do components again and do sights. We're going to make it wide, and that costs some scrap metal. Get that from the blacksmith, and all the stuff you can find in markets, certain markets. Just got to find them. Now, also in components, it has the stocks. Usually that's in the extras, but let's do, like, if you want to change the color of the wood, you got to use this says long arm stock. Okay, it's a sawed-off shotgun, so I guess I have to use a long arm stock. If it was a pistol or a revolver, you'd use a short arm stock, but obviously rifles and shotguns use the long arm. So I think we're gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna make it dark. So we want to do the ebony one. Like if you're just changing the color of a regular one, usually you have to use the basic. like on maybe revolvers and pistols, I think. If you wanted to change the color, you have to use one of the stocks to change the colors, basically. And then if we go back into, would that be in components or no? I think this is going to be an extras to change the color. Oh no, here's the grips. Well, now I'm just confused. I don't know why. Let's do basic. No. Do ebony again. And then go down to extras again. And the grip stock tint, we're going to do the black, and that would be the blue birch. The blue birch is the black. Let's make the barrel like silver. So if you go down to metals, barrel material, going to make it silver. That costs four silver plating. Damn, that's a lot. Again, from the miner, go down to metals again and go down to frame. This we're going to make blackened steel. The cylinder, that's around the trigger there. I think that's already nickel or iron. It's already iron. But we're going to make it silver. And we're going to go down to the trigger material. We're going to make that silver. And that's good right there. But now we're going to go to engravings. Barrel engraving. Let's do Baroque. If you go down to metals again and go to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. You go to engravings. Barrel engraving. Inlay. We're going to make that dark, black and steel. And that's mostly on the top there. But we're going to do the frame too. It's dark outside right now. It's usually better lit in here when it's daytime. So engravings, again, we're going to go down to frame engraving. Do Baroque. But this time we're going to do the inlay as silver. Got the dark engraving on top. That there. Should we add some color? I don't know. Engraving. Barrel engraving. Should we make it... I did a red one last time. Should I make it green? Let's do it. And then we go to the frame again. Inlay. You can't see it very well, but it's going to be fun. Now for this, I don't... Is there wraps on this one? Oh, you can do a wrap. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, we're going to do... What? Okay, so you have... This is a little bit different than the rifles and stuff. This is one cloth. Oh, this ain't going to work. I don't have any cloth. You need leather strips for like the rifles for the nice wraps. And the leather strips, I believe you get from the logger as well. But I don't have any cloth. I don't know where you get the cloth from. Can I do I can do a grip stock carving though. That works. So you can do the grip stock carving. If you do this on the rifles, it's either this or the wrap, because the wrap's going to cover this carving anyways. Let's do the wolf scene. That costs 2 engraving dies. So this stuff costs engraving die. The wraps are leather strips usually, or cloth. And the metal stuff, that's going to be plating, whether it's steel, brass, copper, gold, silver, or tungsten. I don't know why people like the tungsten. I really don't. I hate the tungsten. No offense. I made some tungsten stuff for skinwalkers, but it's mostly the engravings. The engravings is, that's not as bad, but if you're making the metal, I think that's good. So if you go to current changes, it kind of shows you everything you've done. And if you go to apply changes, it shows you the number of everything you've used. I've got 3 steel plating, 2 long arm stocks, 6 silver plating, 2 wood varnish kits, 1 scrap metal, 4 enamel kits, and 6 engraving dies. The engraving dies, I believe you get from an herbalist. I think I got the ones I have from the skinwalkers. They gave me a bunch of stuff to start off with, because I was customizing their guns, and they had a bunch of stuff in storage. You can see the engraving on the bottom there too. Look at that. Okay, let's make the barrel engraving black. Sorry, I gotta go back. Yeah, I like that. Oh, wait, one more thing. The trigger. We're gonna make the trigger black. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's do this. We're gonna go to apply changes, and bam, it'll have green gunsmith up there. Weapon modification saved. If it didn't work, it will tell you exactly what you're missing in the top left corner. But I've got a bunch of guns in my market, and we're going to go put these guns in there right now. There it is. Just look for the the market here with the American flag. Two torch things up there on top of the tarp. Chair, wagon, fire. All right, let's put these in here. And we're gonna go to the guns and move the, let's see, the Cattleman revolver. Stick over there. I got a bunch of guns in here already. Sawed-off shotgun, the Lamat. Yep. And adjust the prices. Go to the price list. Low prices. If you're new to the county, stop by. Dred's Custom Guns. Get some basic stuff for cheap. Okay, here's the Lamat. This one's going to be 350 bucks. Description, we're not going to bother with that because it's just a basic gun. Now, when we get to the sawed-off shotgun, I really don't know. I don't have a detailed enough description of what I've purchased to determine a decent price. But it's a sawed-off shotgun. And a normal one, we'd put at 400. But since this is custom, we're going to put it at, we'll just do 900 for the materials and the service. But we want to put a description. So we also go down to change description. And that thing is, it's what? It's black, silver, green, engraving. So that's it for that. And if you go into the storefront, I used to have just the weapons and ammo categories, but I paid like $5,500 to put all these other categories in. Melee, I don't have any melee stuff in there. I could put some custom knives in there soon. For the pistols, yeah, I got a few volcanic, some semi-auto. There's like one, no, there's no more custom semi-auto, but there is one custom volcanic, black, silver, red engraving. Got repeaters, Lancaster repeater, that's custom. That's probably too expensive. I'm probably going to drop that because it's been in here a little while and nobody's bought it. There's a standard Evans repeater for $350. Got a couple Navy revolvers. This one is the exact same as the one I have on my hip here. Dread red and black custom. It's based on the one I did for a certain red coat. So anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. That's pretty much the gist of it. Don't forget, you need a lot of help. You need, a miner, blacksmith, logger, herbalist. What else? What else am I forgetting? I don't know. And don't forget to stop by Dred's Custom Guns. If you want an official Dred custom gun, stop here. Check it out. I'm gonna, refill it as necessary. I don't know if I want to keep this gunsmith job forever. It's fine, but you need to do so much. It's much easier to earn money like as a miner or a rancher, stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. Like, I'm gonna make up a lot of backup guns for myself just in case I get robbed or anything like that. But please help me out by liking the video or subscribing to the channel. I can really use it. I appreciate it. And I'm trying to expand the channel, so there's going to be more different stuff coming up. I'm always going to do this Red Dead RP stuff, but I'm going to do some Halloween stuff hopefully coming up soon. I said that last year to myself and I didn't do it, but this year I'm really going to try. And I'm going to branch into some other games. My son just got me into another game that I kind of played for a while, and I'm kind of getting back into it, and it actually is pretty fun, but we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for joining us, cowpokes. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let us know in the comments below.